Hi friends, Namaste. I am Ananta Sharma. Just before I present the next chart, let me tell you a few words introductory to that chart. Maharshi Jaimini says that if the same planet aspects Janma Lagna, Aura Lagna, and Ghatika Lagna, or it is a Raj Yoga, okay. If the same planet aspects the Janma Lagna, Aura Lagna, and Ghatika Lagna, it is a Raj Yoga. This is called Vishesha Prabhu Yoga. That is, the aspecting planet becomes a great Raja Yoga Karaka. Because of that planet, this Raja Yoga arises. Another Raja Yoga. If the same planet aspects the moon sign in the D1 chart, the Navamsa Lagna in the D9 chart, and the Drakana Lagna in the D3 chart, it is also a Raja Yoga. And the aspecting planet becomes a great Raja Yoga Karaka. So this Raja Yoga again depends upon that planet, that aspecting planet. So these two Raja Yogas remind us of the concept of Yogada planet. Already we discussed Yogada sometime some 20 charts or 20 videos ago. So please turn the videos back. And who is Yogada? We know that the same planet aspects the Janma Lagna in the D1 chart, the Navamsa Lagna in the D9 chart, and the Drakana Lagna in the D3 chart, that aspecting planet, or the same planet aspects Janma Lagna in the D1 chart, Navamsa Lagna in the D9 chart, or the planet who aspects the Janma Lagna in the D1 chart and the Drakana Lagna in the D3 chart, then that planet is Yogada. Another definition is the Lord of the moon sign in the D1 chart aspects the moon sign and also the Janma Lagna in D1 chart. That Lord of the moon sign is Yogada. This definition is confined only to D1 chart only. You need not go to D3 or D9 charts. So if we closely study the above definitions, three definitions of Yogada and the two Raj Yogas, we understand that the aspecting planet becomes very strong and he is capable of giving Raj Yoga. What is the principle underlying behind the strength and capability of this aspecting planet to give Raj Yogas? We know from the fundamentals of Parashara principle. Fundamentals of Parashara principle, you can see any classical text like Saravadi, Brahjataka, or Sarvartha Chattamani, etc., etc., or even Bhurat Parashara Hora. If the Lord of the Janma Lagna combines with the Lord of the second house in the second house, Lord of the second house combines with the Lagnadipati in the second house, what happens is the native is wealthy, he is handsome, and a good speaker, public speaker also. Then, when the second lord and the second house combine with the Lagnadipati, who is becoming stronger? Is the Lagnadipati becoming stronger? Or the second bhava, second lord and the second house are becoming stronger? So we can infer that the second house and the lord of the second house, that means the second bhava, becomes stronger, and consequently the karakatvas of or the significations of the second house are greatly amplified. Likewise, you take if the Lord of the Lagnadipati combines with the Lord of the fourth house in the fourth house, the native has house, lands, vehicles, and a long living and caring mother. What this implies that the by his association with the Lagnadipati, the fourth house and the fourth lord are becoming stronger. That means the fourth bhava is becoming stronger. And the karakattvas of the fourth house are greatly amplified. This is the basic principle involved in these combinations. This is to say that whichever bhava or the lord of any bhava combines with Lagnadhipati, these bhavas and the bhava and that lord become stronger, and the significations of that bhava become greatly magnified. So, what do we understand by saying that the significations of that bhava are greatly magnified? For example, suppose a chart shows Vahana Yoga. A chart shows Vahana Yoga. You know, Vahana means vehicle. Of course, in astrology, Vahana means house also. So, now in astrology, not in ordinary life. So, Vahana Yoga, we predict that the native has a Vahana or a vehicle. The question is, what kind of vehicle does the native possess as a result of this Vahana Yoga? Should he be satisfied with a bicycle like Hero bicycle or BSA bicycle? Or does he possess a scooter? Or does he possess a car? Or does he possess a luxury car? Or does he possess a flight or a helicopter? Or even a ship? Some people had ships also. So, what is the vehicle he is going to own as a result of this Vahana Yoga? This is the question. Or does he own a luxurious car, luxury car? The answer depends upon the strength of the Vahana Yoga present in the chart. This is the essence of it. Likewise, the aspecting planet described in the above mentioned definitions of Yogada and also in the two Raj Yogas, aspecting planet involved with the two Raj Yogas become a Yoga Karaka if he is a benefic Karaka or the Lord of a benefic Pada. It is Putra Pada, Bhagya Pada, Bhratur Pada, etc. Suppose if he is the Lord of a sixth Pada or Ashtama Pada, he is not strong. That's all. Then uh, he lifts the honor of the chart to the level of he lifts the average chart to the level of a great chart, a good chart to the level of a better chart, and the better chart to the level of a brilliant chart. So this aspecting planet lifts the chart to great heights. If that aspecting planet is a malefic, like Jnatikaraka, a debilitated planet, or the Lord of Arudha Vyaya, etc., the planet pulls the level of the chart down and he becomes a cipher. So he cannot do anything in life. He becomes a rolling stone. The strength of the aspecting planet described in the two Rajyogas or the strength of Yogada may be understood or assessed according as if the aspecting planet or Yogada is exalted, or if he combines with an exalted planet, or if he is not exalted, or if he is not he does not combine with the exalted planet, he becomes strong if he combines with Moon, Venus, or Jupiter. Then if the aspecting planet is further strengthened by becomes Vishesha Yoga Karaka if he is endowed with Argala. So now let us study the example, following example. Right, so now I present a chart. It is displayed on the screen. The native of this chart is the flute maestro Hariprasad Chaurasia, a very great artist. He is a renowned artist. Here, the native of this chart is the great Hariprasad Chaurasia, a renowned classical musician and a flutist. He has been giving performances ever since 1957, when he was just 19 years old. He is a music director for some films, several Hindi and Oriya films. He was awarded the Padma Vibhushan by the government of India. Besides, so many universities felicitated him with honorary doctorates. See the D1 chart. Janmalagna is Midhuna. See the D1 chart. Janmalagna is Midhuna. Lord of Midhuna is Mercury. He occupies the Lagna, hence the Arudha Lagna is Midhuna itself. Arudha Labha is Mesha. The Pratripada A3 and the Putrapada A5 fall in Mesha, that is Arudha Labha. There Arudha Labha contains A3 and A5 as well. The Rajyapada A10 is Makara. So 10th from A10 becomes Mesha. A3, A5, 10th from A10, all coincide in Mesha, that is important. Then the Lord of Rajyapada A10 is Saturn. The Bhratru Karaka BK, Amarcha Karaka is Mercury, and then Putra Karaka A5, Putra Pada A5 is Mesha, Putra Karaka BK is Venus. So the Hora Lagna is on 20 degrees 59 minutes in Midhuna. And the Katika Lagna is also in Midhuna on 29 degrees 12 minutes. We already know the Janma Lagna is also Midhuna. It is Janma Lagna, Hora Lagna, Katika Lagna, all the three Lagnas fall in Midhuna itself. Now, let us find out the Raj Yogas in the chart from Parashara point of view first. Why I am presenting the Parashara viewpoint also is, we should not disregard Parashara system. Parashara Raj Yogas are great Raj Yogas. And we study them first. Then only we come to the Jaimini Raj Yogas. And studying Parashara Raj Yogas is very, very difficult. I don't know many of you are scholars in Parashara system. Here in this chart, I show you the difficulty. The difficulty is for Midhuna Lagna, Saturn is the Lord of 8th house and 9th house. 8th house is Makara, 9th house is Kumbha. So the 10th house is Meena and the Lord is Jupiter. So if there is a combination of 9th Lord and 10th Lord, can it give any result? Because the 9th Lord Saturn carries the dosha of owning the 8th house also. Jupiter, it carries the dosha of Ubhaya Kendra Pacha dosha. So all these things are discussed in Yoga Adhyaya of Parashara Hora. Please go through it. It is a very important and interesting chapter. Here, from Parashara point of view, combination of 9th and 10th lords, Saturn and Jupiter, does not give Raja Yoga for the Midhuna Lagna natives, because Saturn owns 8th house also, besides the 9th house, and Jupiter has Ubhaya Kendradhipacha dosha. That is the dosha of having the lordships of two Kendras, 7th house and 10th house, two Pravala Kendras. Even a Kendras, if it is 1st house and 4th house, there is not, the dosha is not very much. But 7th house and 10th house dosha is very much. If they combine in Meena, Jupiter carries the dosha of Kendradhipati, occupying Kendra. Kendradhipati, Kendrasthiti. Dosha is double. If they combine in the ninth house, that is Kumbha, Saturn carries the dosha of a papi owning Pona. Panas should not be owned by papis. The malefics staying in Panas are not good. Panas means ninth house and fifth house. See, the best of having Raja Yoga, that is Dharma Karma Ripa Yoga for Jaimini people, Jaimini natives, is the combination of Bhagya, Rajya, Ripati, 9th and 10th lords combination for Midhuna Lagna is to have an exchange of signs between Jupiter and Saturn. That is Parivartana between Jupiter and Saturn in Kumbha and Meena. Saturn must be in Meena and Jupiter must be in Kumbha, Kona. Saturn occupies Kendra. Here in this chart, we find Jupiter in Kumbha and Saturn in Meena, forming the Raj Yoga of the combination of 9th and 10th lords without any blemish. Then we see the Jaimini Raj Yogas. If the same planet aspects Janma Lagna, Aura Lagna, and Ghatika Lagna, it is a Raj Yoga. This is, I told you, Raj Yoga of the greatest order. If the moon sign in D1 chart, the Lagna in the D3 chart, and also the Lagna in the D9 chart are aspected by same planet, it is again a Raj Yoga. These two Raj Yogas are classified as number 1, Vishesha Prabhu Yogas or top 2 Raj Yogas by Somanatha Mishra in Kalpalata. Here in this chart, the Janma Lagna is in Mithuna, Aura Lagna is in Mithuna, and Ghatika Lagna also is in Mithuna. Sun, Mercury, Mars are all associated with these 3 Lagnas in the ascendant Mithuna. So further, Saturn is aspecting these 3 Lagnas from Meena. So we must expect that the karakatvas of these aspecting planets are greatly amplified in the native. See the aspecting planets. Saturn is the Pratru Karaka BK and Lord of Etan Rajya Pada. Pratru Karaka signifies performing arts. Saturn is Pratru Karaka. Then Mars is the Lord of Arudha Labha, Aries, which is the same as the Pratrupada A3 and for Uttarapada A5. Pratrupada signifies fine arts. Uttarapada signifies learning. Then Adhikara. Adhikara means so 5th house without the combination of 5th house, no combination for Adhikara, either for ministers or IAS officers is possible. So intellectual ability, general karakatva of 5th house is intellectual ability and creativity also. For music or for poetry, creativity is very important. So Pratru Pada again signifies performing arts and Putra Pada signifies creativity. Mercury is Lagnadhipati and Amarchakaraka signifies profession and greatness, profession and greatness. 10th house not only signifies profession, but also signifies Mahatvamu, Mahatva, that is greatness. Then Mercury also signifies instrumental music, script writing, etc. Sun is the Lord of 3rd house and Jnati Karaka. Jnati Karaka signifies hard work and competitive spirit. Sun is also the Lord of Leo, which is the fifth from A5. About Jnatikaraka, I already told you a number of times because Jnatikaraka is generally bad. That is a general statement. But general Jnatikaraka, you cannot avoid him from the chart. He must be placed somewhere in the chart. But Jnatikaraka is always associated with the third house. I don't know why. Third house signifies performing arts, sports and games, etc. Jnatikaraka, maybe he signifies competitive spirit and hard work. Maybe that is the reason why all in any chart, you see A3, Lord of A3 and BK. These three are always connected to one of these three, not all the three. These three, one of these three, either Bhratrapada, Lord of the Bhratrapada or Bhratrakaraka in any chart is connected to Jnatikaraka. That is a general rule, I don't know. This may be the reason, not anything else. So, signify profession, greatness. Mercury also signifies instrumental music, script writing, etc. Sun is the lord of third house and Jnati Karaka, who signifies hard work and competitive spirit. This Jnati Karaka, if he is found in prominence in the charts of artists or sportsmen or doctors or lawyers or judges or even thieves, robbers. He gives yoga in that particular field. But in other charts like teachers or farmers, etc., he is a malefic. He spoils the career. Sun is the lord of third house and Jnatikaraka. We can notice that all the three lagnas and the planets Sun, Mars, Mercury are occupying Mithuna, which is the lagna itself, and also the third from A3, Masha, which is again third from A3. Masha again signifies performing arts. Lagna itself and also the third from A3 Masha. Masha is not only third from A3, it is, wait. Mithuna, yes. Lagna Mithuna is the third from A3. A3 is Masha. Third from A3 is Mithuna. Okay. So, which again signifies performing arts. That means Janama Lagna also signifies performing arts, where Aura Lagna, Gatika Lagna, Janama Lagna are together. Then the moon is in Cancer. Moon is in Cancer. Moon is the Atmakaraka AK. Moon combines with Venus. Venus is the Uttarakaraka PK and also the Lord of Libra, which is the 10th from A10. That is Makara. Makara is A10 and Tula is 10th from A10. So, the moon is aspected by Jupiter from Kumbha in the D1 chart. So generally, Raj Yoga is connected to profession should be studied in D10 chart. That is better. And general Raj Yogas like Vara Lagna, Ghatka Lagna, Janma Lagna, these Raj Yogas must be studied in D1 chart. In the D9 chart, Meena is the Lagna, and this Navamsa Lagna, Meena is aspected by Jupiter from Dhanus. From Dhanus. In the D3 chart, the Lagna is Tula and Jupiter aspects the Drakana Lagna from Kumbha. So Jupiter is the only planet who aspects moon sign in the D1 chart, the Lagna in the D9 chart, and also the Lagna in the D3 chart. Jupiter is the Dharakaraka DK and the Lord of Karaka Lagna. This is very important because Dharakaraka perhaps he has nothing to do with the profession. That is, profession of music. Dharakaraka is good when the native has a business as profession because seventh house signifies business also. So here, Jupiter is the Yogada, Atmakaraka, and the Dharakaraka, and the Lord of the Karakamsa Lagna, Meena, and also the Lord of the 10th from Karakamsa Lagna, that is Dhanus, so signifies profession. So the planet who signifies profession became Yagada. So means you can understand what he is. Then the 10th from Karakam to Lagna signifies profession. Dharakaraka is the Karaka of the 7th house, which is signifies profession. 7th house also signifies profession. 7th house has a very, very important role to play because 7th house is, no doubt, he signifies wife, family. Then 7th house is the 10th house from 10th. 10th house from the 10th. 10th from 10th house. That is, it shows profession. Then it is again 4th from 4th house. 4th house, count 4 signs from 4th house. It comes to 7th house. So 7th house signifies not only wife and marriage and married life, it signifies house, it signifies profession too. So 7th house is very important in that way. The 10th from Karakam Shalakra signifies profession. Dharakaraka is the Karaka of the 7th house, which also signifies profession because 7th house is the 10th from 10th house. The sign where the three lagnas and the planets are connected to them occupy the sign where the three lagnas and the planets connected to them occupy, that is Midhuna, as a moon and Venus in the second house. That is Ardhargala. That is planets having planets present in the second house, fourth house, and 11th house. They call Argala, you know. So if they are benefic planets or malefic planets, it all depends upon the Karakatvas of the planets. I tell you now, in future we'll come across those charts also. For example, you see the chart of a soldier. I'll show you the chart of a soldier in future. That soldier has planets in the second house, fourth house and 11th house from the Yogada. What planets did he has? He has Saturn, Mars, and Rahu, and Jnatikaraka. He had all the malefics in the Argala places because he is a military person. Those planets show dashing nature, strong will, and fighting spirit. If you have a Jupiter, Venus, Moon, those planets are not suitable for the career of a military man. So those planets are good for a teacher or a dancer, right? So Moon and Venus in the second house, this is Ardhargara. Again, benefics Jupiter occupies the 9th house from Midhuna, which is the 5th house from Midhuna, where 5th house from Midhuna is vacant. See, if there is a benefic in the 9th house from the aspecting planet, it is also Argala, but then the 9th house must be vacant. There is a benefic planet in the 9th house, that is also Argala, provided the 5th house is vacant. So 5th house or 9th house or all these reference point is the aspecting planet. So if the aspecting planet, the second house, fourth house, 11th house from the aspecting planet are occupied by planets, that is Argala. The 5th house or the 9th house, not both 5th house or 9th house from the aspecting planet is occupied by a benefic planet, that is also an Argala. Again, benefic Jupiter occupied the 9th house from Midhuna, while the 5th house from Midhuna is vacant. So there are 3 planets in Midhuna. Hence, it is very strong. Among those 3 planets, Mercury is in greater longitude. So he is because he consumed more degrees. That is, the highest longitude. The planet which has advanced in any sign is stronger than the other signs who are behind the planet. That is, he consumed more degrees. So he is the strongest among the three planets in Miduna. Also, Mercury is in his own. There is some strength to Mercury. So, Mercury is the lord of the three lagnas, and also Arudha lagna and Amakshakaraka also, who signifies profession. From the above two Rajayogas, it is clear that the um, the aspecting planets strongly signify professions connected to the third house significations, that is, performing arts like music. How to now we look into the D10 chart and study the profession. I already told you that he is a musician, flute master, instrumentalist. So it has been mentioned while analyzing the two earlier charts, the formula for the native to become a performer in fine arts. It is, if the Arudhalabha or Rajyapada A10 or their lords and Amarchakaraka AMK must be connected to the Bhratrupada A3, Lord of A3, and Bhratrukaraka BK in the D10 chart, and also to the Sthirakarakas of music, that is the Sun, Mercury, and Moon and Venus. Because according to Jaimini, Sun is the Karaka for music and dance, that is acting, Mercury for instrumental music, and Venus is generally taken as a Karaka for fine arts. So in the D10 chart, to begin with, see the connections between Arudha Labha, Rajyapada, Karkamsa Lagna, or the 10th from Karkamsa Lagna. You must verify these three connections in every chart. Then only you get convinced that Rajyapada is nothing but Karkamsa Lagna, and these two are very much connected to Arudha Labha. You can study the profession from any of these 3 points, that is to say. So connection between Arudalabha, Rajyapada and Karakams Lagna, or the 10th from Karakams Lagna, either directly or through their lords. Here Arudalabha is a Mesha, Rajyapada 18 is a Makara, so 10th from 18 is Mesha, which is Karakams Lagna. Karakams Lagna is a Mena, and the 10th from Karakams Lagna is Dhanus. So there is no connection between any two of these three, Arudhalava, Karakams Lagna, or Rajyapada. Then see the lords. The lord of Arudhalava, Mars, is in Makara, which is Rajyapada. So one connection is there. The lord of Rajyapada, Etan, that is Saturn, is in Cancer, and he aspects Jupiter in Vrushabha. Jupiter is the lord of Karakams Lagna and the 10th from Karakams Lagna. Jupiter, lord of Karakams Lagna, aspects Etan, Makara, lord of Etan, Saturn, and Venus, the lord of 10th from Etan. So added to this, the Amarcha Karaka AMK, who is the Karaka of the 10th house, that is Karaka for profession, is Mercury. Mercury is in Kumbha, and Mercury aspects the Arudhala. Mercury aspects A. Arudhalabha, Mesha, the lord of Etan, Saturn, in Karkataka, and C. the 10th from Etan, Tula, and the lord of Tula, Venus in Tula. So Mercury has all connections to profession, the houses of profession. Now let us see how the formula mentioned above for the native to become a performer in fine arts applies in this chart. So Arudalabha Mesha has a Bhratrupada A3 in it. So that is first condition. Then he the Arudha and Bhratripada in Mesha are aspected by, so in D10, Arudha and Bhratripada in Mesha are aspected by the AMK Mercury, the Karaka for the 10th house. That is, AMK is the Karaka for 10th house, instrumental music Charakaraka. The Arudha and Bhratripada Aries happens to be the second from Karakamsa Lagna and the fifth from Atmakaraka moon. It is also aspected by Sun from Scorpio. Sun is the Karaka for music, dance, etc. Maharshi Jaimini states that if the Karakamsa Lagna, the second second or fifth from Karakamsa Lagna is occupied or aspected by Sun, the native is a scholar in Vedanta or a musician or a dancer. Then if it is Mercury, the native is proficient in lyrics and instrumental music. Karakamsa Lagna main aspects Karakamsa Lagna. That is why the native becomes a singer. Chandrena, Sankhya Yogajnaha, Ahityajnaha, and Gayakascha. Then he must be a scholar in literature also. From Karakamsa Lagna is connected to moon. The native is proficient in literature and also a singer. Venus occupied Tula, which is the 10th from Rajyapada A10. Let's not forget that Mercury is not simply the Lagnadhipati or Amachakaraka. Mercury is Yogada because he is connected to Lagna in D1 chart, Lagna in D3 chart. Mercury is also the planet who aspects Janma Lagna, Hora Lagna, and Ghatika Lagna. Hence, all the 4 planets signifying fine arts, Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus are connected to the houses and padas of profession. That is Vrittikaraka padas. What are the Vrittikaraka padas? Arudha A10, and from Karakamsa Lagna, and the second, fifth from Karakamsa Lagna, that is Vrittikaraka padas. That is houses which denote profession. And to the lords and karakas of profession, that is Vrittikarakas. Further, we know that the native is awarded honorary doctorates by some universities and also Padma Vibhushan by the government of India. See the D10 chart. The Arudha Makara is aspected by the best Raj Yoga Karaka, that is Mercury. Mercury aspects Arudha from Kumbha. It is also aspected by the Sun. Of course, Sun is GK and he may not be very much useful. But as Mercury is more powerful, he may outweigh the malefic influence of the GK Sun. The Lord of Arudha Mars is exalted in Rajyapada and he is aspected by Jupiter. So, exalted Mars, Lord of Arudha, and Bhratripada aspecting Mercury and Jupiter upon Arudha and its Lord, exalted Mars, blessed the native with many awards. Also see Saturn in Cancer. Saturn has Venus in the 4th from. That is, 10th house is vacant. Saturn has Venus in the 4th and Jupiter in the 11th. Again, forming Argala. So Saturn is forming Argala. See the Saturn in Cancer. Saturn has Venus in the 4th house. 10th house is vacant. And Jupiter in the 11th house. 3rd house is vacant. That is counter Argala places. 3rd house and 10th house. They are vacant. So Saturn is the Lord of Aten and Bhratrukaraka. So he is endowed with Argala from the best benefits Venus and Jupiter. Thank you.